Oxford Dictionary has chosen the word 2024 brain rot. Today we are going to discuss brain rot. Have you ever heard about this? It's not something you would find in a medical textbook, but it's a very real phenomenon, especially in our hyper-connected world. In current environments, it is very possible for everyone to get impacted by brain rot. Let's talk about what brain rot actually is. No, it doesn't mean your brain is literally decaying, though it can sometimes feel that way. Brain rot is a state where someone feels mentally stagnant, overwhelmed, and overstimulated. These are caused by excessive consumptions of low quality or repetitive content, like binge watching, endless scrolling on social media, or overindulging in entertainment without balance. We've all been there, right? Spending hours scrolling through our phones, feeling like our brains are turning into mashed potatoes. But the good news is, brain rot isn't a life sentence. There are ways to combat it and reclaim your mental sharpness. So stick around, because in this video we are going to talk about how to recognize the signs of brain rot and, more importantly, what you can do to fix it. One of the biggest culprits of brain rot is, unsurprisingly, our excessive media consumption. We are bombarded with information 24/7, and it's easy to get sucked into the vortex of endless scrolling. But just like you wouldn't eat junk food all day, every day you shouldn't feed your brain a constant diet of empty calories. I'm not going to tell you to throw your phone away and live in a cabin in the woods, though tempting, right? Start by setting realistic limits. Use apps like Freedom or Screen Time to monitor and control your usage. And when you do find yourself reaching for your phone out of habit, try replacing that passive content with something more engaging. Pick up a book, listen to a thought-provoking podcast, or watch a documentary. Remember that thing you used to love doing? That hobby that set your soul on fire? Brain rot often leads us to neglect the things that bring us joy and make us feel alive. It's time to dust off those old passions and make time for them again. And if you are feeling like you have lost your spark altogether, try something new. Engage in active learning, learn a language, solve puzzles, take online courses. Dedicate at least 30 minutes daily to something that stimulates your brain. You'll be surprised how much more energized and engaged you'll feel. Okay, let's talk about dopamine. It's often called the feel-good chemical, and it plays a big role in how we experience pleasure and motivation. But here's the thing, our brains are wired to seek out easy rewards. That's why we get those little dopamine hits from things like scrolling through social media or binge watching our favorite shows. The problem is, these activities often leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled in the long run. Instead of chasing those fleeting dopamine high, let's focus on building a more sustainable sense of reward. Replace instant reward activities with delayed reward activities. Things that require effort but provide lasting fulfillment. This could be anything, from writing a blog post to painting to gardening. These activities might not give you that instant gratification, but the sense of accomplishment you feel afterward, that's where the real magic happens. Use the 2-minute rule, start small, and build something for a larger task. I know, unplugging sounds terrifying, but trust me on this one. Our brains weren't designed to be constantly plugged in. Just like our bodies need time to rest and recharge, so do our minds. Schedule regular breaks from screens and digital devices. Try a tech-free morning without any device, go for a nature walk, or engage in mindfulness exercises. Disconnecting from technology reduces mental fatigue and promotes relaxation. Start small, maybe just an hour a day, and gradually increase your unplugged time. You might be surprised at how much more clarity and focus you experience when you give your brain a break from the digital noise. This one seems like a no-brainer unintended, but in our go culture, sleep is often the first thing to go. But here's the thing, sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. Establish a consistent sleep schedule with 7 to 9 hours of rest each night. Sleep is essential for memory, focus, and cognitive recovery. When you are sleep deprived, your brain can function at its best. You are more likely to feel foggy, unfocused, and exhausted, prone to brain rot. So do yourself a favor and make sleep a non-negotiable. I'm not going to launch into a whole spiel about the benefits of exercise, though there are many. But I will say this, moving your body is not just good for your physical health, it's crucial for your mental well-being too. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement to boost circulations and breath health. Even a brisk walk, a dance in party in the living room, or some gentle yoga can make a world of difference. Exercise helps to increase blood flow to the brain, which can improve cognitive function, memory, and focus. Plus, it's a great way to relieve stress and boost your mood. You know the saying? You are what you eat. Well, it's especially true when it comes to your brain. Eat brain healthy foods like leafy greens, berries, nuts, fish, and whole grains. Stay hydrated and avoid excessive caffeine or sugary snacks. What you fill your body with directly impacts your brain function. So ditch your processed junk and nourish your brain with whole unprocessed foods. Think leafy greens, colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins. Mindfulness. It's a bit of a buzzword these days, but for a good reason. In a world that constantly demanding our attention, mindfulness is about bringing our focus back to the present moment. Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day meditating or practicing mindfulness techniques. Use apps like Headspace or Calm to guide your practice. It's about noticing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, which can be incredibly helpful in combating the overwhelm that often accompanies brain rot. And the best part? You don't need any fancy equipment or a Zen garden to practice. Clutter isn't just bad for your physical space. It can also wreak havoc on your mental clarity. A cluttered environment can lead to a cluttered mind. Clean and organize your workspace or living area. A clean and organized space can do wonders for your mental state. It can reduce feelings of stress and overwhelm and create a sense of calm and order. In the age of multitasking, deep focus can feel like a superpower. But just like any skill, it's something you can cultivate with practice. Use the Pomodoro technique or block out time for focused work on a single task. Work for 25 minutes uninterrupted, then take a 5-minute break, gradually increase focus periods. Set aside dedicated time blocks where you eliminate distractions and focus on one task at a time. Turn off notifications, silence your phones, and let yourself get fully immersed in your work. Humans are social creatures. We thrive on connections, but when we are constantly plugged in, it's easy to neglect our real-life relationships. Spend quality time with friends, family, or a community group. Put down your phone, step away from the screens, and engage in some good old-fashioned face-to-face interactions. It's good for the soul. And hey, maybe even have a conversation that doesn't involve memes or the latest internet drama. So there you have it, folks. Brain rot is a real thing, but it's not a life sentence. By making small changes to your daily habits, you can reclaim your mental clarity, boost your focus, and live a more engaged and fulfilling life. The long-term effects of brain rot, if not addressed, can significantly impact various aspects of life. Remember, your brain is kind of a big deal. It's a command center for everything you do, think, and feel. So treat it with kindness, nourish it with healthy habits, and watch it thrive. You only have you, and I hope you will be kinder to yourself.